Cool. Okay, so hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here and talk about something that came up for me real quick. So I sent an email to a coworker asking for an update on something, and by no means was it anything urgent. But when this person returned to the office, their response was, I apologize for not responding sooner, and then gave the reasons why they were apologizing. Like they had to justify it to me. Look, take your time off. If you need time off, there's nothing wrong with that. But it triggers me because I have been that kind of person where I'm apologizing for everything that I do. And it comes from a place of being afraid that I've done something wrong, feeling uncertain of myself, and not sure if I'm in a position to need to apologize. It also comes from a place of, it's also a symptom. It's a characteristic of being highly sensitive because it's like you're already feeling into the energy of the other person. It comes from doubt. Hey, Claire, thanks for joining me. But this whole culture behavior of apologizing for everything, it sends out a signal with your energy. In this particular case, the person said, I'm sorry, I was taking my son to see colleges out of state. Why would you ever apologize for that? No, that's something to be excited about, to celebrate. That's not something that you should ever apologize for. And it brings me to something else that I thought of this morning. So I had a coaching call with someone and I said, I had a moment where I had to reprioritize myself because I have my own behavior pattern of whenever something for work comes up, I let that take precedence. And the truth is, as well-intentioned as my job can be, they're not prioritizing me and saying, hey, did you eat today? How are you feeling today? That's my responsibility. So I had a come to Jesus moment with myself where I had to say, I need to prioritize myself because no one else is going to do it for me. So I feel like I've kind of lost my train of thought, but I really wanted to share that because this class that I'm going to be teaching, that I have a free special event for next week, where I'm giving a preview of the course. It's Heal Your Relationship with Wealth. Something as little as apologizing for that is going to affect the energy of thinking of his son in relationship to college, or thinking of how he's going to take care of his family and himself. Apologizing for that behavior, when it's all done out of love, is apologizing for loving and acting on that love. Yes. I can't see who you are that just commented because I'm using StreamYard, which is another thing. All of my streams are going to be through StreamYard. So I think in the Facebook group, it includes a link so that you can give StreamYard permission, and that'll just allow me to see your name when on the platform that aggregates all the channels that I'm broadcasting to. But yeah, I'd be curious to know, what are some things that you guys apologize for that really needs no apologizing? And how can you go out today and tomorrow and the day after and think twice before you apologize, and what that can shift in you and how that can change your energy? I'll give it a second since I have some people joining me, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Drop me a comment, let me know. I'm just trying to get into the group to see who's commenting. And I'm also going to drop a link to this special event that I'm having next week. It's Thursday, December 17. That is the link to register for the free event, which is a preview of the actual class. And let's see here. Oh, Stacy. Yeah, Stacy, thank you so much for joining. So you guys, if you're joining from the Facebook group, all of my live streams are now going to be in the group. So thank you so much for being here with me. It's funny because it's kind of like Spirit answering my question of what the fuck am I going to do with this Facebook group, which I realize it's been such it's so valuable in connecting with you guys, but I wasn't sure how I really wanted to utilize it. And now I have a purpose. So Stacy writes, everything, but I feel like I'm teaching people how to be kind and think of others. Not that I'm sorry for anything, but others need to learn by example. That's one perspective, yeah. And Claire wrote, I apologize too much for everything, but getting better. It's a hard habit to break. Absolutely. And that's something that I'm going to talk about in the class because in theta healing, there are 4 different levels of beliefs, and they're not hierarchical levels, but they are levels that speak to how we gain our beliefs. And core beliefs, which is basically human conditioning, things that we learn over time, those are tough to break. But that's going to be something that we talk about in the course is how do we heal those beliefs and release them. So it'll be fun for anyone joining in the course to work through these different techniques. Then I'll save that for anyone that joins the special event. I don't want to give away too much. Since you guys are here, no, I'm going to drop a video for it. Yeah, I learned so much in theta healing. And what I've done is I've cherry picked, and that's really what I've done with all the tools that I've learned over the years, is that I've cherry picked techniques from each course that I've taken. And I know some people will cherry pick from techniques and then call it their own modality, but that's straight what I did. I've cherry picked from techniques that have really helped me, because the truth is it doesn't matter whether you follow protocol. Protocol is simply how that person emulated their success using these techniques. But the true magic comes from when you follow your own gut, your own intuition, and start to integrate these tools and apply them in the unique way that you need. I think a lot of people are familiar with, when it comes to diet, that there's no one size fits all diet, and that every body is as unique as the thumbprint. Every gut is as unique as the thumbprint. And so every body or gut needs a different combination of nutrition. And the exact same can be said with these spiritual techniques. How you use them is up to you. There is no proprietary protocol, there is proprietary protocol. Theta healing is proprietary, right? But how you take the tools and the specific techniques within them, it's up to you. It really is up to you, especially if you're using it for yourself. No one's going to come police you. They can't do that. I'm glad that resonates with you, Claire. The biggest thing for me is I'm Reiki certified. I'm a Reiki practitioner. And over time, I realized Reiki is just what Usui learned years and years ago. That's his application of universal life force energy. You have access to this universal life force energy. You don't need an attunement. And how you use it is how you use it. You can follow someone else's protocol for inspiration, but what's going to really resonate and connect and truly get shit happening is when you make it your own. an example is in Reiki, they use symbols, and these are Japanese. I don't know if it's kanji or katakara, but they're Japanese symbols. And for a person that is not Japanese, that may just be like, it could be akin to people getting Chinese characters or a foreign language tattooed on them, and they don't really know what it is. They have this intention that they want to have this feeling or have this symbolism tattooed on them, but they don't really understand what it means. And sometimes, they have tattoos of like random things that have no relation to what it is that they really started off with. But you can create your own symbol, like create a sigil. And that's even more powerful because that's from you and your own energy. And that's what you're working is your own energy and channeling it. That is way more beautiful and way more potent. And that is what I really want people to know. So even though I have this course, what I really want people to gain is to know that you're empowered to use the tools in any way that feels best for you, so you can add in other techniques that you are familiar with that really resonate for you, and you could even remove things that don't resonate for you. Like there's nothing that says that you have to do this or have to do that. We all have free will, and that's the beauty of it. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining my random rant, and I look forward to doing much more of these as my time with my job comes to an end. I quit my job, and my last day is in January. And so I look forward to being able to connect with you guys more and be more available for these things too. Yes. Creating something for yourself is a gift in itself. And really, that is your magic. That is your magic. You don't go to a class and learn someone else's magic and be like, oh, this is my magic. No, they've inspired in you what's always been in you by, whether it be bringing it to your attention, helping you acknowledge it, whatever. But that's just the jumping off point. That's just the inspiration. So thanks so much, guys. I have a virtual gallery reading tomorrow. If any of you guys are interested, I canceled my connecting and working with spirit guides class on Sunday because if I'm being totally honest with myself, my energy feels like it's dragging right now. And I wonder if you guys are going through the same thing. So I have to honor how I'm feeling and how my energy feels. And 2 days straight of events just feels wild, especially when Sundays are usually my rest days. So I canceled that, and the next one will be in February. And then join me Thursday, December 17th, to get a special preview of this class of healing your relationship with wealth. So let me just drop this into, there we go. So that is the link, but if you go to, I'm going to post a video on my Facebook page, which will include a link to register for the free event. So thanks, guys. Have a great day and have a nice weekend.